Hello. Hello. Scion nerd. I mean, we can still play the Baron. That's pretty insane, isn't it? I mean, sure. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today deck that, even though it's an aggro deck, stay with me, I think you will like it. I really enjoyed playing with this one. So this is a Vampire's Tribal, and this has so much more than you see on the outside. One of the reasons is Duelist, second one is Edgar. With Duelist, every time you put a counter on this, you draw a card. So for example, a Thrillseeker puts a counters. Socialite puts a counters. You have a lot of ways to just keep drawing the cards, and it turns out into like mid-range, a bit of a control, because you can remove your opponent's stuff. With the Thrillseeker you can sacrifice any creature, for example the Edgar, which means that he will transform, buff all your vampires later, bring you the lifelinkers, and this lifelinker you will see today as this 1/1 becomes a 7/7 lifelink, and this is what this deck is capable of. I'm not sure if I managed in this version because I'm recording. The deck is from Constana00. She was having a good results with this one. You also have the full sideboard for this one, but that's the funny part. Usually you see the best of 3 list with control decks because, you know, it's better there, right? For control decks you have less aggro. But if aggro can perform in best of 3, it's so much better in best of 1, right? And with creatures like Florian with first strike, your opponent's mono red might have some issues, especially that we have quite a lot of lifelink. Baron and the Edgar tokens, it seems like one card, but believe me, you will use those tokens quite a lot and they will be responsible for winning a lot of games. And Edgar, man, a powerhouse, especially in the ladder infested by mono red. They just want to kill it. And then they realize that was a mistake, and it comes back even stronger. So the deck is absolutely fun. It's probably my favorite aggro deck so far I have ever played. So give it a chance, maybe. You might like it more than you think. And guys, don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy this kind of decks, or, you know, some brief of freshness to our control gameplay. And don't you worry, we will be back in control very shortly. So guys, enjoy the games, and maybe that's your deck for ranking. I think it should have potential to get you in Mythic, but you know, probably not as efficient as Mono Red, but way more interesting and fun, and you have a lot of decisions here, so you will enjoy winning games with this one. Alright, opponent goes first. We have 1-drop into 2-drop. Should be fine, should be fine. Man, this art on the estate looks like some kind of cool Skyrim mod, man. I want to enter this castle already. Oh, it will get me to play Skyrim again. Alright, SIDEBOARD. So we are playing against Toxic. That will be interesting. Let's of course we are going with the mountain, just making sure. Alright. 1 damage to the face, acquired. This will be an interesting one. He wants to be more defensive than usually, but he might not know about it. Oh, this will hurt. But still, that's a decent trade for us, right? So we are not blocking this one, unfortunately. Unfortunately. We attack. I should play the land, because this time I want him to not block. Alright. And we have to go with this land for the turn. And we'll go with this one. We did the damage. The damage hurts a little bit, but it's still about the Toxic, right? So our board is now doubling his board. However, he has 2/2 here, hidden basically. And yeah, it might still be a bit hard. Maybe we pile on the chorus. No, we pile on the Contaminator. That's a scary card. This has Menace, that's pretty good. When we play the land and play Socialite or Florian, yeah, it will be hard to play a pylon on this turn. This is Toxic. All of them are. I think we take this hit. I'm not sure. This is hard to play, to be honest. Let's go with the Rakdos mana. We don't have white right now. First strike can help a little bit. But so can playing card into a card. This can kill the Contaminator, right? And we can also pile on. So it means we would probably want to be defensive a little bit. We cannot attack if we pile on, so let's not do anything. Yeah, we cannot. Not on this turn. He will think that our plan is to use Harvester on the Contaminator. Soon he will use the Seedcore. Let's see the attack. He might attack only with this one. Good. Oh, alright. I don't think this is a great attack. So first, we need to block. We use the weakest vampire with no abilities. And now we will try to pile on. Alright, it's getting scary, man. We are using colorless mana, so no pain. I hope he doesn't have any kind of protection, because that would mess me up quite heavily. And he played Mirek, so... Alright. Definitely not this one. Do we want the Epicure? I mean, it fits our curve a little bit, right? So we trade here. We attack with everything, so we play Socialite. We play a land, we have 2 mana open. I think we can get better than this. It might be a mistake. Like, this is a guaranteed value. We also can get more blood tokens to cycle. But, you know. Let's see the play. They might still play something. Another Contaminator, but we can kill it. And Horse. Alright, now we know everything. We know exactly everything. How my cards work. I never can remember this card in details. Enters the battlefield. If an opponent lost life this turn. Alright, so if we play it first, we still should get the counter on this one, right? So he will lose the life. It's actually better to not show the Duelist, because then he will realize what the value is. So I think I have to kill Contaminator, so let's start with that. -4/-4. We solved this part of the board. So do we attack? He might double block with those kind. I think that's the play. Double block is not amazing for him. And you see, thanks to being Vampire Tribal, generally they play differently, because normally 2 damage won't matter, but with us it's actually a value if we go like this. Alright, it seems bad because his board is the same, but he actually lost a 2/2. And those cannot block, so it will make future attacks much easier. He didn't lose life. But I still think we are going for this play. I think it's decent, we don't need to pain ourselves, and he cannot attack. Hopefully his top deck is not great. Like, we need him to whiff a little bit. What are you? I mean, it's okay. It's a decent card, but not the best one for sure. Alright, once again. So it doesn't pump the Duelist in any way. That's a rough one. So let's cycle the card and see what we can get. Maybe we get something else that can pump. Alright, I mean, sure. Yeah, we won't get really value from here. Let's attack with Socialite. I don't want to attack with Duelist. Because he's really strong card. He's at 2, so he cannot pump those tokens yet. We need to be really careful about Toxic. He can attack, but he will need to pay a big price. This doesn't have a death touch, so he needs to sacrifice 2 creatures to activate the ability, which means he doesn't really have anything. Proliferate. So, alright, so he wants to use the death trigger to get us into this range. He should actually do it right now, simply because this one has a... Well, but we would have to sacrifice Duelist. If we block with this one, which is the best one, First Strike goes here, this is activated, and those 2 tokens can be a 3/2, which means that blocks are even harder. Alright. I mean, we're at 3, that's not a lot. And we have a Vigilance guy. This will be a huge ability from Florian. Alright. Like, it is a 2-turn lethal. And he cannot block. This cannot block. He needs a top deck that can block just to be able to survive the next turn, and he's not killing us in 1 turn. Especially not with this man. So we can play one of the cards. I think it's Edgar, right? It could be also the Thrillseeker, because it draws us cards. Alright, let's go for Thrillseeker. So we use the backup, so the Duelist will be bigger. We could also, at any point, sacrifice the Thrillseeker in response to Seedcore. So that actually is a pretty decent remover already, especially that it's a 2-2. And we get the card. Now we could Convoke. And I mean, let's do it, man. This deck is super cool. Like, we have so much value over other decks if we can get our stuff doing. And that's a lifelink. Unfortunately, not as meaningful against Toxic as usually, but you can clearly see. That's his most expensive card in the whole game. He just drew it, alright. So, 2 poison counters. No mana, so the other ability doesn't matter. I'm not sure what's the plan is, to kill the Baron, right? That has to be it, but we're fine with it. Like, I don't need the buff to win the game. And killing his board is already really good. Sure. Back to 20. I mean, my friend, enjoy the full might of the vampires. Oh, nice. That was kind. Our opponent gave us the way to see the full damage in action. Yeah, man. Really cool deck. Really cool deck. Alright, going first. Let's see if that's another mono red aggro. Are you mono red aggro? Let's go with this one. This way we don't need to pain ourselves. We show the vampire, but we are already showing a vampire, I guess. And it's a strong start at least. Yeah, we can go for the Lord on the next turn, which probably will be the play. It can be used for Convoke, I believe. I mean, this is a perfect cut down. Oh, thank you for showing me the cut down. That changes how I play. I wanted to play Baron, but not into the cut down. We will go with Thrillseeker, if anything, and we won't buy back on this. Well, that's a problem. This is a 1-1, and whatever we target, this gets removed. Alright, a bit scary. Maybe we should use the Madness cost at the next turn. Thrillseeker is not amazing in this situation, unfortunately. I definitely need the land. Alright, this is a good draw. This is what we need. Do we attack with both? Or just one of them? I think we... So if we attack with one, we can play Socialite, buff all of this, and then play Baron Markov, and be from the Convoke. But let's just attack. Every damage counts. Especially that it will ramp on the next turn. Ah, you can remove this, but you are not getting the full value either way. So this will be a cut down target. And let's see if he has priority after this. No, that was the last cut down. Now gonna go for the frost, but he needs to hold mana for them. And when he taps, things will happen. Oh boy, things will happen. We need the land from the top for Edgar and playing to Thrillseeker. Do I cycle? No. The answer is no. He is holding a remove on. Which means that I don't want to play Thrillseeker. Oh, playing it first? I see, I see. Thank you. I didn't even have to choose if I attack. I think this will be Edgar. It's a real pain in the ass for them. Right now, they already cannot remove it at the end step, which means that they need to either go shorted or spend their full turn. Obliterator, are you serious? That's not amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. I wonder, we could try to go for Edgar and go from there. I think that's the best play. Do I need to go with the Edgar super hard or just a little bit hard? So the counters will be wasted in a way, right? This will be a 1-1. Six permanents is a lot, so I probably don't want to do this. Like I can deal 2 extra damage this way, but it's probably not worth it, I think. So let's go like this. Let's go like this. I mean, I could sacrifice Edgar then, but I don't think that's the play. Oh, I need a black creature. So I need to go for Edgar. I don't want to go for Edgar. Alright, let's see what they play. Maybe I should put it on the Edgar just to sacrifice. That was the original plan, but I also want to build the board a little bit. Edict. Thank you. Yes, I will. Oh, I will sacrifice him so hard. That's basically his job, right? Getting sacrificed. Alright, got me scared for a second, but it's not in the graveyard, it is transformed. So we cannot kill it. 1 damage to the face. Let's see if they try to be aggressive. That's the interesting part. Yeah? Lifelink, bro. Like, he will come back stronger than ever. Alright, we can play Baron Markov at the end step. With the madness cost, which is pretty cool. I'm honestly not sure if you can use Convoke to pay this cost. I honestly do not. We probably want to play something though, right? Otherwise the Trespasser flips and that's not great. Do I want to kill the Trespasser? That's a big question. I think we just played normally. This way nothing flips, and this might be a discard fodder. I mean, they might... I wonder if they play Path of Peril. They're playing a lot of cheap removal, but they might still play a sweeper somehow. No white mana though, usually they splash a little bit. Alright, and I got my question answered. So this will die, and then we'll have to sacrifice a Thrillseeker. That's not what I would like to see. And if I sacrifice it in response, everything dies. Alright. Not happy about it, but you know, what can you do? We still have Edgar and Socialite. 5 damage. Like, this takes a long time to kill anyone, you know? Alright. This will be definitely a play for this turn, and we say go. Alright, so this turn was a rebuilding one, but now he needs another threat. Attacking for 5 is not good enough, I feel. Like, we get cards, we buff everything. And on the next turn, Edgar comes back, right? And that changes a lot. Double Sleeper is not great for us. They can start doing cards, and we cannot kill them. They're also champy blocks if they need to. Like, they can get the Death Touch on one of them even. But on one of them. The problem is this Obliterator, it's super annoying. Alright, I like it. It's probably the only way we can get back into the game, and with the lifelink, like, we can survive a lot of damage, man. My turn. Alright. I mean, that's definitely a factor in this game. You want to race? I can race. One card. No way. Also removal. Oh, that sucks. That's something we kinda needed. But alright. That was the last card. And 8 damage to the face is nothing to scoff at. Also, it means that we get a perfect card. Thanks to Florian. So let's see our perfect card. I mean, that's a selection, isn't it? Oh, Henrika. Henrika Baron. Baron seems pretty good. It lets us straight into the thing. We could also go Thrillseeker. Man, Thrillseeker is close to killing him directly. We want to play Socialite though, and we have a tapland. So we buff everything. That's probably the first stage. And what is the other one? I think it might be the Convoke. Or the Legion. One of them. Yeah, because that will match the curve better. Trample. I think we just go white and try to kill him on the next turn. This is really tempting. Can we Convoke it? Socialite, 2 mana. Then we tap the Socialite and we get the Baron, which is the lifelinker. Yeah, it's a bit better, right? It feels a little bit better. We could also do it at instant speed. Oh, until end of the turn. Alright. Just making sure I don't mess it up. Everything will be buffed, and this will be tapped, the only creature without the counter, because it puts on each other. Now we can play this one on the Socialite, and we have double lifelinker, and we have like what, 7 in lifelink, I believe? Something crazy like this. So like, he can draw cards, but he won't be able to cast them on next turn. And I mean, this card might matter. Like, we can cycle the bad top deck if there's anything. I think we won this game. And this shows how powerful this and this happened on one turn. We started just with Edgar and Florian, man. That's insane. Actually, without Edgar, it transformed, right? We had only Florian in the battlefield. Alright, so he is kinda bluffing that he has a removal. Right, so he can remove, let's say, go for the throat. He can remove this, block this, this and this. 4 damage only. But he will lose some stuff. I'm not going for the bluff, my friend. Show me. It's just 1 card from the top. It shouldn't be good. No way he actually got a removal. No way, he actually drew it! In 46 cards, that was his top deck. I cannot believe this. Oh man, so good at Magic. Alright, so this will be a pickle. This will be a pickle. We got rid of the Obliterator, but we will have to sacrifice everything except 1 land. However, we still have stuff in the board. Alright, let's enjoy the sacrifice. Because, oh boy, it will hurt, but we still are winning this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It hurts. But it hurts him more. He can trade against the Baron. Yeah, good choice, but he needs to draw a card that answers 3 creatures at once, and I'm not sure if even he can do it. I hope I didn't play the land, man. Did I play the land? I have no idea, I cannot check anymore. I don't remember, so we will just go for the Epicure, because I will be even more aggressive. Back to 1, my friend. And now the explosion time. And we survived a full hit on Obliterator with 6 damage. I mean, we did something right, and you can see that Edgar is absolutely carrying those games, man. Alright, going first, no white mana. But we have plenty of sources, so I think we'll draw. Oh, that's a white mana. Perfect, Sloth. You're so good at Magic. Still, I think we go for the 2-drop more than 1-drop. Epicure, but our is way cooler. Alright. We need to work with this. We need to work with this one. We probably want this to come into battlefield with the counter already, so we need a hit from Socialite. We have two of them. I think we'll go white first. This way we get a little bit ahead on the board. We won't trade into his 2-drop. We might trade into his 1-drop maybe, but probably not, right? We need to use our life as a buffer, so we can pump our creatures as much as possible. Oh, that's interesting. Hello. I would prefer him to let the damage through. Thank you. Because, like, I don't think he's very familiar with the vampires. Because he would know why we are playing like this if he was. I'm not surprised, like, this is not a very meta deck yet. Or at least not seen on the ladder as much. So even though we lost it, we basically got a 2-2. And I think that was his last play with fire, possibly. He would burn one of those. Alright, this is scary. 2 damage. So this will ramp really crazy, but I think we can still raise him. And we are changing our plan a little bit. I mean, we have an 8-8. You have 2 damage in the board. My friend, you need to work for it really, really hard. Oh, that's not the card you want. So he's getting value instead of tempo. He needs tempo. Or of course you can just draw the perfect pair of cards to answer the situation, I guess. Oh boy, imagine if they didn't draw land into 1-drop. Like, they would waste tempo, but you can also be lucky. Alright, this is a good draw. So, I think this is it, right? We need to go for maximum value. I mean, look how insanely aggressive our 1-drops can be. Like, man, we are at 8-8 total from our 1-drops that we paid for 2 mana. That's some serious synergy. We are actually outracing Mono Red with damage, with Warfare in the board, which is crazy. Let's see how good it magic is. Just please don't draw anything you can play instantly. Of course, he just draws the cheek now, which is really good. It doesn't buff, like, it's not the worst. Play with fire would be worse, because then he would remove the Thrillseeker. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for showing me why it's the worst. Oh boy. Man, imagine if he actually knew how to play this game. Like, what kind of gameplay this is? Like, we just block and we do not die. Then we counter-attack with this creature. Like, this should be blocking, so this cannot hit his face. Man, those guys have never tried to even play Magic. Like, that's the biggest throw you could ever imagine, man. So, 4, 5, 6 damage, right? We could even let this through. Yeah, it took around 40 seconds for them of being idle to actually realize how to win the game and that they threw it. They needed to not attack with this one, then this wouldn't kill them. It means they would win in 2 turns, but they threw it. That's what Mono Red does to players, they don't even try. Alright, we are going first. No 1-drop unfortunately, so that's a little bit on the unfortunate side. We don't have turn 1 play, so you know what? Let's go like this. This will be the red, this will be the black mana. This way we don't need to pain ourselves in any way. And is anyone here playing not mono red? Seems not. Let's go with the Harvester. Socialite, of course, is better when you get some benefit from attacking. Alright. Crazy. Never seen before. Man, I just want to make an Orzhov and farm those decks. Like that. But even, as you can see, even for an aggro deck, they are super irritating. We need to go for the Thrillseeker, I believe. Unfortunately, perfect Lightning Strike target, but it's a 3-3 for 3 mana, so we will take it. If they have no Lightning Strike, which could theoretically be an option, right? Man, they just always have whatever they need. Insane. I think we need to go Edgar route, because they cannot really answer this card at all. So let's go like this. We have the white mana, and let's just go with this brick of an of a vampire. Of course, if yeah, you need to press the button because your cards hold this called think priority. I think they might be googling it. Why is my game frozen? What's going on? Alright, they googled it. Great. Oh boy. And people complain about control players. You know, with 7 cards you actually have a reason to think. Not with 1 mana and the blood token. I mean, in all fairness, they need to think how the game will go through in the next turns. And they will attack with Feldon, but that's fine. We are just taking it. They will draw the card one way or another. And the faster we solve it, the better for us. If they want to burn Edgar, that's even better. That's one of the good things about the Edgar. Even if you lose it, it's fine. So 4 cards, all of them are exiled, so that's his choice. It's Phoenix Chick or play with fire, right? I would guess. Unless they really want the value and go for the longer game. Alright, this is an interesting decision. This will shape how they will try to win this game. With Reckless Impulse they can go for the longer game. Like play it on the next turn, hit a land from this, then play additional card, you know, this kind of stuff. But man, they have like a simple decision, it will take forever. Alright, they're going for this play. Bro, I'm not sure if he knows how Edgar works. You know, creatures with lifelink seems generally pretty good. I will play the land. I think we need a lot of mana right now. It has to be a combat damage. Just losing life. Interesting. Interesting. I think we go like this. This should be enough. Let's put this actually on the lifelinker, right? It also means that we can sacrifice it for the 1 mana next turn, even if he has blockers. I mean, I like it. We don't do super much on this turn, but it's fine. We're at 14. I think we should be winning this one thanks to him killing Edgar. Like, Edgar carried this one super hard. Still not over. They will play this, we will sacrifice stuff. And they have 1 creature, so let's go for the cheek. One of the cool things about the card. Enjoy. 1 damage to my face. You have 1 mana. Alright. Cool. Man, this token will be so huge, it's insane. And the other tokens will also be huge because we'll use the Socialite. I wonder if he will try to block. We could go for Baron. But I prefer this road because I need the lifelinkers as huge as possible. Hello. Hello. See ya, nerd. Alright. I mean, we can still play the Baron. That's pretty insane, isn't it? I mean, sure. That was the wrong tap. This one shouldn't be tapped, but it's okay. He won't attack anyway, probably. Enjoy my Vampire Tribal. And you know what's funny? Next turn, Edgar is coming back. So he just gave us those 3 vampires for free. So for the attack turn, man, this will be a 7-7. Can you imagine? This is normally a 1-1 token. We made it 7-7 against Monarch. Cool mountain, bro. Yeah, go away.
With